Hi guys, it's Belle here and I'm back with day 19 or the 19th prompt for Defemember, which is hosted by Barbara at 49 Dragonflies and Louisa Heinzel. I will leave the links down below. And day 19 is, hi guys, it's Belle here and I'm back with day 19 of Defemember 2023. This is the hashtag if you want to follow it, and it is hosted by 49 Dragonflies and Louisa Heinzel. I will leave links down below. And day 19 is Nature's Treasure. So I was inspired by something I found on Instagram by, I believe it's Alison Bomber. No, it's not on Instagram. I found her on Pinterest, and then I checked out her Instagram, and yeah, she's words and pictures. I'll leave a link down below. But yeah, so I want to make something similar to this. So I was inspired by her. I cannot for the life of me find my dried leaves. Everything's in chaos at the moment. So I've got some corrugated card because she's used corrugated card. I was going to make like a pocket or a tuck, but I don't think that's going to work because the leaves I do have to use are more long ways rather than, yeah. So we're going to just rip this corrugated card. This is just from packaging, guys. So, yeah, don't forget to look at the packaging you get with, I don't know, your orders, friends' orders. We're going to do it this way because that's the best. And then I'm just going to use my pokey tool to kind of rip this top layer off, leaving me with the some of the corrugated card underneath. Sorry, I'm trying to find like a longer thing that would work. That works much better, doesn't it? Yeah. And this is going to be our base. I don't mind if some of the card stays, some of the top layer stays on and it's a bit irregular, because that's kind of what we want, is a bit of irregularity. But I do kind of want both the top and the bottom bits showing. I don't know. The middle doesn't matter too much because I'm going to be putting stuff in the middle. So, yeah. I'm just ripping through this. I know I'm behind, guys. I don't know if I'll do all the final prompts, but I do have things I want to do for the next few prompts, like Recycled Fairy and Modern Vintage Meets Modern and things like that. So I will definitely be doing those. I know you might have all moved on by then to other things, but things are just a bit challenging here at the moment, and I'm just not getting the time to both film and get things up the way I would like to at the moment. I can't believe I've just broke my... You know what, that's kind of how my December's going. I just broke my paintbrush. But it's got a nice sharp edge now, so as long as I don't poke myself with it. Oh, honestly. Yeah, so we're just doing this. We're just ripping and tearing. And then this will go in a pocket. Mine is 4.5 inches this way by 5.5 this way. And yeah, I don't want it all ripped. I just want it to be a bit irregular and messy looking, although I do want up there done. I don't like that, so yes. So yeah, things are just a bit challenging here at the moment. Sadly, I cannot give anyone a really positive update about our kitty Topaz at the moment. She's still battling her illness. So yeah, anyway, let's get on with this. So it looks like she has gessoed part of it and used white, I'm trying to get that up, and used white crackle paste. Now I don't have white crackle paste, but I do have gesso, and I have translucent crackle paste, so that's what we are going to use, and it's just in certain areas, not over the whole piece. I'm not copying it completely. Sorry if you could hear that weird noise in the background. My little Binksy Boo is at the window and she has seen some birds, and those of you who have cats will know that quite often when a kitty sees some birds, they make that strange chittering noise. But you know, it is what it is. Okay, so I'm just going to do that, and I'm going to quickly dry that because I want to put, I'm wondering if I want to put the crackle paste on now or if I'm going to put it on afterwards. I think I might put it on afterwards, so I'm just going to quickly dry this. Okay guys, so that's dried. I mean, gesso dries relatively quickly anyway. So what I want to do is I want to look at some leaves. Now I just have this whole selection here of ones that I've purchased. You can get them all sorts of places. Got a whole collection of little leaves here, and I'm going to have it going up. I think I'm going to have it on this side, and we've got this, but I really like that way. I mean, the green stands out, but I really like the back of that leaf. Go figure. It's just what I like. Yeah, so we've got another one here, and we could have the green on that one. So let's have a look. They are going to be backed with things. Are you going to jump on the table, Toffee? You going to come say hello? You can't see her because, oh, there you go. There's Toffee's head. Excuse me, Toffs. Mama's working. I do have one of my own little leaves that I like best. I mean, I could put some flowers on it if I wanted. I'm just trying out what I would like, because then I can work out what I want on the background. And yeah, I think that's too much greenery. I feel like, excuse me, Toffee. I feel like I want something else. I really need to sort these flowers out. They are literally falling. They are falling everywhere. I'm not being a good dried flower keeper right now. I have these beautiful purples. I don't use purple tons, but they like stick up like that, and I really like how that looks. Like, maybe, possibly, maybe just one of those. Maybe we don't even need the extra leaf. We're going to have some stuff in the background, so that would go like that. And then, oh gosh, just dropping things everywhere, guys. Now we've got one of these, which is quite cute as well. Do you know what? I quite like that, and then I might add another flower to it. So I quite like how that looks. We've got these fronds as well. I really like these fronds. Like, it's really delicate. So I'm going to see how that looks as well. I mean, I've got to remember there's other decoration on here, so it's not, I don't need everything. I mean, we've got this really bright green one. Look at this. Oh, that's kind of beautiful, isn't it? And do I want this behind and then this? And then maybe the flowers. The flowers up a little bit. I feel like I don't like them up that high. Wish I had a bigger one of those, but I don't. But I really like that one, not the other one now. Where did that one go to? Yeah, I really, really like that. I do feel like I'm going to use this somewhere. So we're going to leave these ones out. I do actually have one of my own dried leaves. Let me just grab that. I literally only found my 3 tiny ones. And now I don't know where I've put them. Hold on, guys. Okay, they were right beside me. I picked these up when I was staying at my daughter's earlier this year because I just loved the colours on them. And I feel like if we have this and this, these are going to work really well to add a little bit of something. Maybe that. I don't know. Okay, so we're going to leave it at that. So she also put, like, it looks like a piece of Tim Holtz ephemera in the background, and some sort of fabric and bits underneath. So we're going to move these. I actually wanted to use, I have this vintage tree book, which I thought, because I was going to be using leaves, I thought this might be quite nice to use in the background because it's trees. So I think I might do that. Let's find a page that I like. Let's use this page. Yeah, this is from this book, just in case anyone's wondering. Oh my gosh, I might actually have removed the copyright bit to it, but it's quite an old book. So yeah, because I use that one a lot. So I was thinking up here we can have, I'm just going to tear it. I don't want it completely ripped, but I want it to have like a torn edge. So I'm kind of trying to straight tear it. It would be easier with my ruler. Let's just do that. But I can never tear straight with this thing. So yeah, and then it's going to go on here. So we're probably going to want it to the end of there. So I hope you're all doing better. I hope your festive season, whatever you celebrate, is going well. I think that's too high. I probably will. I've got some Tim Holtz ephemera, so I probably will put some more in the background, if I am honest. I need to find my distress ink. Ah, here it is, walnut stain. Let's walnut stain this. And I was thinking of spraying it a little bit too, but I don't know if I will. Maybe I'll spray a little bit onto the background. So that would go like that. There is some lace and things. Like, it looks like she's used mainly cheesecloth there, but I feel like I do want some of that, but also I want some like lace or just normal fabric too. Got some of this beautiful vintage lace actually that I could use some of. I'm also going to put the leaves back on here just so that I can see what the leaves look like. I mean, that's very white and that's more cream. Everything's quite cream on here, so I kind of like it like that. Do I think the green goes better now? Maybe it does, because that's quite a cream background with a cream leaf, and we don't need all that, do we? Actually, do you know what? A third one might not be needed. I mean, it looks cute though, doesn't it? It does look cute. But it might not be needed. Stay. I'm going to add it anyway. It may not be needed, but I'm going to add it. And I am wondering, I do have my Distress Oxide Vintage Photo spray here. And I'm thinking I'm going to add just a little bit. I'm going to take all this off. And I feel like I'm going to add a little bit on here, but not I'm just going to do it on here because it doesn't bother me. But not all over. I want to kind of line this up so I get some on here and some on the background. I give them a good yeah, so I don't want it all over. And then that would be good. Do I want any water? Do you know, I don't know if I want any water. I think what I'm going to do is dry it a little bit, and then I'm going to add a little bit of water so I can get some oxidization. Okay, guys, so that's kind of dry, and I'm going to try and add a little bit of water and then pick that up because I want some oxidization on here. I have to say, part of my problem with vintage photo is that I find it very orangey. I much prefer like walnut stain and stuff. And obviously I've got walnut stain as the inker, but not as a spray, I don't think. Yeah, maybe a little bit more. Try getting it on there, Belle. Try doing that, yeah? I need one of those spray bottles. I actually do have one that sprays a bit better. Hey, Binksy. Yeah. I do have one that sprays better, but it's not within reach right now. Hey, Binks. I know. Gosh, all the cats are sad at the moment. Shh, shh, shh. There we go, sweet girl. Yeah, so I like that. And then let's put this back here. Like so. And I'm actually going to... Am I going to stick these down yet? Hello, Binks. You're all joining me today. Well, almost all of you. Let's go, sweet girl. There we go. Let's have a look. I have some little Tim Holtz pieces of ephemera here. Trying to see if I've got any of the smaller pieces are going to be in one of these boxes. That's where they'll be. So let's grab those because I keep them in here. I mean, I kind of like that. That's good colouring. I don't need the whole thing. I know it's about airlines, but we'll cover it with something. I'll have a ticket there. Let's have a look. I mean, we do have one with the butterflies on. Hey, Binksy again. Kind of like that. Sweet girl, can you get down just at the moment? I can be with you. I'm so sorry, guys. I'll be with you soon. The kittens are even clingier than usual, and believe me, oh, beautiful wild, that would go quite beautifully on there. Believe me, they're normally quite clingy, but they're even clingier. Binks, sweet girl, right, you're knocking the camera now. Everyone doesn't need to see your tail. They're normally quite clingy because, you know, they're kittens. But I think with everything going on and they can't see Topaz, but they can hear her, and they don't quite understand why they can't get to her and why she can't be with them because she has to be isolated. And then obviously not obviously, and we are up there quite a bit at the moment. I really like that class book one. That looks quite cool too. I don't know if it'll work. We're up there quite a bit, spending time with her and taking her food up every few hours because she hasn't been eating very well. So we're taking food up little and often for her. These are the smaller bits. And yeah, I just think they're like, how come Topaz is getting all this food and why can't she come out and what's actually going on? And you know, they want to know what's happening, which so do we. Maybe that, I don't know. I'm just going to grab a few bits. I have got my little folder full of other little bits. Not folder, my little bag full of little Tim Holtz bits. Let's say specimen and things on them, so I might grab that out. Okay, so let's get started. I do really love the fact that that says a beautiful wild, but I don't think you're going to read it really. I think it's too dark. I do like this. It does say airlines, but we could probably cover most of that up. We have this cute one, which would go really nice on there. Right, so I'm going to rough some of the edges of this up again, guys. And then add some more of the walnut stain. Just kind of going to put that on. I did possibly want the butterflies and stuff. I do really like this colour as well. I don't know why I keep adding blue. I do like the butterflies. Let's just squish this up a little bit. Do you know, it's taken me a while to be able to really do this to Tim Holtz ephemera. I think because it's so hard to get hold of here in the UK, and also because it is quite expensive. It takes a lot for me to distress it, and not distress it, but to like tear into it and all that kind of thing. I'm going to make this smaller. And to do that, yeah, it takes a lot for me to do that to it all. Oh, I had that one. That would have been cute, wouldn't it? That would have been much cuter. So, yeah, I knew when I saw this prompt that I wanted to use some of my dried leaves. And then, can you believe it? I can't find my dried leaves. Honestly, guys, it's just one of those months at the moment. Yeah, so I really wanted to use my dried leaves, and then I couldn't find them. And so I thought, well, I do have these, but I would have preferred to use all my own. I do have obviously one of mine on here, but it's not quite the same as having all my own ones on here. I feel like I like that too. We are going to put a saying on here too. Do I want it on top of or below? Okay, so I'm going to get sticking because I feel like I need to stick. And we're going to take it off here to stick because then it gives me a flat surface. So yeah, so I'm going to stick these on here. And I'm just going to stick the leaves down with glue too. Realistically, it would be really good to put these on with a matte medium. But the only one I have is Mod Podge, and also because I've used distress inks on here, if you put wet onto them, they can actually then bleed again because they're water. They're activated by water. So I'm just putting little bits on this. I mean, this glue dries clear. I do apologise, guys. Yes, Belle, let's make videos when you're really tired. But I really want to get this done. I've been missing not taking part. I have been watching some videos, but I'm hoping to catch up tonight before all the family descends for the festive season. I mean, we have had my other son here for a few days. My youngest, he came down, but he's had to go back up to work today, and then he's coming down again, obviously for Christmas. So yeah, bless him, he's traveling. Which side do I want this on? Do I like that? Sometimes I like the back of leaves more than I like the front of leaves, and I don't know why that is. And with this one, I feel like that's the case. So that's what I'm going to do. You know, turn things around. Both sides are beautiful on a leaf. So, or they can be, you know. It's about looking and seeing. Yeah, so that is that so far, which I am happy with, but I do have some more of these little things. I am obviously going to add a saying, so I don't need too many more of these, but I feel like I might want... Do I want another one? Is that too similar? Got a green one here. Oh, got a couple of green. Hold on, guys. And these are from his what's it called? The Ephemera Curator snippets. I love these things, honestly, guys. Like, they last forever. Oh yes, now I just like that. It's just a little number, but it picks up the green in the leaves. I have got this lighter one, so I could do both. But then that says the naturalist, so we're not. Okay, and I'm not bothering to do the edges of this because it's too fiddly and I don't need to. Okay, so I'm going to do that, and I'm going to put that across there and just pick up the green in those leaves. I do still feel like I need more walnut stain. Okay, so now we're going to start adding... glue. We're going to start adding some fabric to things. Let's move this up. So we know we want this down here, or I know I want that down there. I'm wondering if I want a brad or something to put through. I do have some of this cheesecloth, so let's use some of this. I used this for my fabric flip as well, really grunging and pulling and getting the threads on that. Yeah, I used it for that too. Right, I want it out the side a bit more. Sorry, I've gone quiet because I'm looking and thinking and crafting. That's what I'm doing. So up there a bit more. Yeah. Okay, so I like that. And then we could have some up there too. I don't want to put the fabric up there as well. So let's just cut some of this. Can you still hear her in the background? She's making all sorts of noises, Binksy. Yeah. Yeah, oh yes, I like that, but I do think I might want to add some little brads to stick through because I'm not sure everything is going to glue down. So the first thing I'm going to do is I'm going to glue onto the back of here, just in this area and here, and then I'm going to place it back on so it should pick up some of this stuff, and then I can glue this here. I'm going to get that down, and then we're just going to glue the whole thing. Normally I would stitch, and I am debating, but I'm putting a lot of glue on this. I am debating whether I should stitch around this because, let's face it, we all know I love stitching, but that would go through one of the leaves if I did that. And I'm not sure if I want it to go through the leaves. But also, I'm not sure, one, if this will stick, and two, if I like it without stitching. Decisions, guys, whilst this dries. Do I just go without stitching this time? Because it would stitch all the way through that leaf. We could just stitch down that side, but I think that would look weird. Okay, but I am... Oh, where's my little... I can't find my little thing. I am going to put some tiny brads in this. I'll try and find some brown ones. I only have, unfortunately, golds. I mean, I have this, but I don't think I have 4. I have 2. I could just put it on one side, couldn't I? I don't have to put it... Hold on. So what I think I'm going to do is I could put it up here because we haven't got lots of decoration up here. And I feel like I want more decoration. So I'm just going to poke holes through. And then I'm going to add these brads. Now I said this was going to be a journaling card. It could be a journaling card, but actually it could still very, very easily be, where's the hole gone for that one? A pocket. So I like that, like that. So there we go. Right, now what I want to do is I want to use either white, because she has used white on hers, or gold. And I feel like white's going to work best because we've got a lot of colours here. So I'm just going to put a little bit of white acrylic paste. Oh, that's gone all over me. Thanks a lot. In here. And then I'm going to add some water. And we're going to stir that. And I'm going to sprinkle it now before I put the word label on. Because often once I put the word label on, I'm going to do it on this side as well. Once I normally put the word label on, I end up covering half the words. We don't want that. Okay. So yeah, this is just watered down acrylic paste. I only want it a little bit on the leaves because I don't want to detract from them too much. And I don't know where. Here we go. These are slightly bigger up here. I don't know if I want them that big on there. Finer ones. That's much better. Okay. So that is that. Let's move this again. So we've got white splatters on there, just bringing it up. And I am going to dry that, guys. And I'll be back. Okay guys, so that's basically dried. I'm really loving how it's all looking. I was thinking of putting some embossing on. I think that's enough. I don't need embossing, but I do want to do the crackle paste. Now, as I said, I've only got the Tim Holtz translucent crackle paste. And now I've got to find where I put my, here it is, my spatula. So this does take time to dry. I'm going to get a little bit first. I'm going to add some down here. I don't even know how it's going to go because it will pick up the colour, which is fine. And you can see that it's in the ridges. So I don't know. I think she painted more on hers. So I don't know how this crackle paste is going to turn out because I'm kind of doing some of it actually on the corrugated bit. So I guess we'll see. You know, experiment. That's all we can do is experiment. And see what happens. It is picking up the colour. I don't mind that, as I said, because although I'm being careful not to get that colour in my pot, because then hers was white, but mine's going to have this vintage photo kind of look on it. Let's flatten it out a bit up here. So I'm hoping we'll get some crackles. We may not. That's fine. I'm going to add some actually on top of the pieces of ephemera, because then we'll see that at least, and we'll see it up there. We'll see a bit here. I do not want to put that in there. I almost did. Almost put that in my pot, which would distress the whole pot. Now, that's going to take a while to dry, but while it is, we're going to look for words. Now, I really liked Live Simply, or these are from the Carpe Diem Posh. There's the number for it. Sheet, which I really like. And I really like Go Where the Wind Takes You, because I thought about leaves. Go where the wind takes you. So let's have a look. But I also have these in black and gold, which I also really like, and they'll pick up. They'll pick up like the bronze here because it's more of a bronze gold. Embrace Your Journey. Collector of Memories. That's what I like. Collector of Memories. I feel like that'll go. Well, do I like it all the way across there? Do you know what? I do like it all the way across there. So I am going to put some glue on the back of this, even though it's sticky, because it's going over different mediums, like it's going over crackle paste and paint and leaves. So yeah, I like that, because you collect seasonally. Like I collected this leaf at least, and I do go collecting leaves every year. So Collector of Memories seems to work well. That is not sticking, so that's going to be held down. That is not sticking either, so let's do that. I mean, I feel like it looks a bit messy. I feel like maybe I shouldn't have put the distressing on the background, but worst comes to worst, I can whiten it up with some gesso. I do feel like I need a number or something from the Tim Holtz pieces, because I love I just love numbers, honestly. This set I use so much. I've had to buy these rub-ons several different times because I just am constantly using them. This is the Field Note rub-ons, both the Field Note and the numbers one. Is that too big, that number? Kind of down there. Or do I want something a bit less obvious? Yeah, I just use them constantly. They're one of my favourite things in crafts. It's taking too long, Belle. Just pick a number. Just pick a number. Okay, let's go up here. Yeah, they're one of my favourite things. I use them all the time now, honestly. It's just one of those things that I couldn't do without. And the Halloween set, funny enough. I love the Halloween rub-ons, the Field Note rub-ons, and I think it's Eclectic something, the numbers one that also matches the stamp set. Honestly, I have brought all three of those several times, the sets, because I use them all up. See, I just like how that number just adds a little something there. And I'm wondering if I want another one. Like, I don't want another one. Okay, I'm going to try and dry this crackle paste and we'll see how that goes. Okay guys, that wasn't very successful trying to dry it, so I'm going to leave it because I know you get better crackles once it dries naturally. So right now it just looks like I've got more white gesso gloop on there, but that's going to be it today, guys. That's going to be this one. I really like how this turned out. Again, let me show you what this will look like in a journal. Now again, you can have it as, I'm trying to make sure I've got this the right way around. You can have it as a journaling card. But wouldn't that make a beautiful tuck spot in a journal, guys? And then you could just tuck something behind there. So you would attach it on three sides and it would just make a beautiful tuck spot. So that's my Nature's Treasure one. I will have to show you tomorrow how it's going to look when the why am I doing that? Crackle paste. That's the word I'm looking for, guys. And you can see it's definitely inspired by this piece here. I can't even get it up. It's inspired by it, but it doesn't look exactly the same. So yeah, I will leave the links to Alison Bomber down below so that you can check her out on what she's done. Because as I said, she inspired me. So that's it for now, guys. Thank you so much for watching, and please do like and subscribe if you haven't already, and I will be back again soon with another prompt. Until then, guys, bye for now.